echo.
Alright, looks like the stream is stable, so I might as well turn on the camera. How's it going, everybody? I've got a mascot for today. See how this thing works out. Guess I can turn on the scene switcher and jump right into it. So what I'm hoping to work on today, a little more Firefox color, like I've been doing for almost a month now. And where did I leave off last time? Looks like I found a bug in my local storage handling. And I still need to follow up on deleting unused background images. I guess just as kind of a quick warm-up, I can look at my work from last time. Let's see, is everything still working? Someday I'll have this all sorted out before I start up the project. But it seems like every time I start up the stream, I've got some kind of little hitches in the process that I have to go. I think Gudetama here is going to be the personification of my laptop and all my dev machines. Because all my computers are apparently feeling very lazy today. But oh no, looks like I crashed my music player. It's just not going super well for me today, I guess. An illustrious start like this, we'll see how it goes. See if we can't get the music going again. One of the annoying things I have to do when I launch Chip Machine is I have to make sure in Windows it's got a high priority in Task Manager along with OBS so that all my other shenanigans don't interrupt it. Let's try shuffling my favorites list. Hey, Go Boy Prime, thanks for the follow. Okay, let's get back to it. Like the page loaded, awesome. So this is Firefox Color. This website, along with a companion add-on, is an experiment in Test Pilot to see how we can use the new theme APIs that come shipped with Firefox and give folks a better user interface for customizing their own theme and sharing it with other folks on the web. The thing I've been working on lately is this little thing here, which is the color.firefox.com version that's live today. Only allows you to choose from a predetermined set of background images. And the reason for that is that makes them a lot easier to share via URL. We ship the set of predefined images with the website. We ship that same set with the companion add-on, and so then you could pick from these background textures. And it's just a simple ID that we pass around. But that's kind of limiting. It'd be nice if you could pick your own images. So on my development version here, I'm adding this thing that'll let you choose your own background images. And that makes it harder to share because we can't easily cram a large image into a simple URL. But you can use it yourself. You can save it to your own machine. And we will be looking in the future at how to export themes from this site to addons.mozilla.org. So you can't easily share them with a URL, but we are going to be looking at some mechanisms to let you submit it for download from the add-on site. And we've also got a whole big design refresh for this whole thing coming up soon to like add even more properties. So right now this is kind of like easy mode. I'm dying. Alright, so the thing I'm working on today is to further progress this background image feature. And hopefully I won't die in the process. So just kind of as a warm-up here, I'm looking at my work, seeing if all systems are go. One of the kind of weird things I'm doing while I'm streaming is the machine that is running this site and my Webpack development server it lives at EC2, Amazon EC2. So I edit the files locally via an NFS share, and I run the site in a local browser, but the build process lives on a virtual machine in the cloud. And that just kind of, I'm trying to free up some CPU cycles on my laptop here. Man, I'm really froggy today. Anyway, can load up the site, pick a preset theme. And even with doing all that, my laptop is still pretty slow, so I'm wrestling with kind of an underpowered machine here. Someday I'll stop complaining about this and have a better laptop. Alright, so it looks like actually my work from last time is kind of broken. So let's dive into that first. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, let's rearrange my to-dos a little bit. because I think I left things broken last time. So what I got open here is I've got a to-do list up in the corner of the screen, just to kind of like indicate what I'm up to. I'm just gonna fix that right away, because I left some work half done last time. So alright, so the error is that there's an undefined variable in this new purge images thing that I started to create. And what that is I've got a set of background images, and every now and then I want to, okay, so I've got background images, and what they are is I give you a file picker, you can pick a background image from your local hard drive. The browser imports it as a base64 encoded data URL, and then it stores those in local storage. And it stores them by name, so if you have multiple themes that use the same images, they'll all share the same image. But when all the themes that use a particular image stop using that image, like when all the references are gone, I kind of want to garbage collect that. So every now and then I want to purge storage of unused images. And I started to work on that last time, and I think I left things in kind of a broken state. So let's see. What I think I might do is disable that broken function for now to at least see if my work is otherwise usable. Let's try this. I know the error is in my Redux middleware in this purge images function, so let's just do this for now. I'm just going to comment this code out because there's an error in there somewhere. And I just kind of want to get to a state where I know the project is running. Oh yeah, this is another thing I've been running into. I'm refreshing myself on this now. ESLint is suddenly throwing this weird cannot read property name of undefined thing, and that is on my to-do list. Throw that up higher. Kind of a startup warm-up tasks. But first, even though ESLint failed, the build, I think, did not fail. Let's see about that. I think I unbroke that. Let's try. It's still loading. There we go. So it applied my initial theme. I hit add for custom background. Ah, it's still reloading. Okay, let's try this again. Because my machine is apparently so bogged down, everything is super slow. Okay, so there I picked a preset theme. You can see it applied to the paper doll kind of preview in the page. It applied to my browser. I'm gonna add a custom background image. I've been doing this at the start of pretty much every stream. I've been working on this just to kind of like review my progress so far. And so when I hit that, when I hit this browse button, it opens up a file picker. And I can choose an image. And it'll say importing, assuming it isn't broken. See, the other problem with all this is I'm hoping the terrible performance in this is just due to my crappy laptop, and that when I try it on other machines, it'll actually be performant. Okay, so I finally said importing, and at some point that image should show up here. There it goes. Okay, so it's just very slow right now. And that is actually one of the things I'm trying to figure out as a part of building this, is if I can iron out any of the performance issues. I'm just going to pick a few background images and throw them into the theme. So you can pick images. You can do fun things like play around with tiling and alignment. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. I'm half tempted to just run my entire desktop in the cloud and just stream a remote desktop session, but that isn't a guarantee of performance either. Alright, so I got my images in the theme. I can say I don't want to repeat. I do want to position it. So let's say this image goes to the right top, so it should show up over there. There it goes, and I got this one on my face. Let's tile it. There we go. So there's a couple images. If you're making your own theme, I hope you would choose more interesting images than these, but I'm picking terrible images because they are what happen to be on my desktop, and they're very easy to see what they are. Alright, so far so good. This is working. Oh yeah, and I guess the other thing that's interesting to show is you can drag and drop these and reorder the layering. And ideally, when this is all wrapped up and buttoned up and working, all of this will be a lot more responsive and usable. We've also got a whole user interface design refresh. Hey Cogwhistle, thanks for the follow. But yeah, so hopefully once this is all said and done, it will look much prettier and be much more user-friendly than what I have. Because like right now I'm mainly just trying to get the like React and Redux underpinnings to work. Okay, so far so good. The basics are working. What is not working is that if I were to change all these images around, the data for these images are still retained in the browser and the website. So what I want to do next is purge these images when references to them go away. So I've kind of got like a garbage collection thing I want to do. And these are, I mean, you can see that I've got the size here just for debugging. And they're not gigantic images, but it'll add up. Okay, so what I wanted to do as part of the purge is I've got some Redux middleware that sits in the middle and watches for various event-related or various image-related actions. So far I've got them for when you clear a custom background, there's this clear button. Eventually this will be delete, something like that. I just said clear for now. When you clear this background, it goes away from the theme, but the image is still there. So that's an event or an action that I want to watch for to do the garbage collection. If you pick a new image, oop, that one's too big. If you pick an image, then the one you just replaced should probably be dropped from storage if no one's using it anymore. But just some general things like that. And I want to make this kind of garbage collection to be generic. So what it's going to do is look through, and also I have to account for your current theme, and I have to account for any saved themes. So obviously, while you're editing this current theme, these saved themes aren't changing, but if I drop an image from the current theme, I don't want to just flat out delete it because one of these saved themes could still be using it. So what I'm going to do is whenever one of these important actions happen, or one of these significant actions dealing with images happens, I'm going to make a quick inventory of all the images used by all saved themes and the current theme. And I will look at the current set of images, and any of them that aren't in that inventory are the ones I'll delete. So it'll look through all known themes and any images not used anymore will get deleted. So that's just kind of a generic, reliable measure, I guess, to figure out what to delete. And I started that. So these are the actions I'm watching right now. I've got when you clear a custom background, when you set a new one, and then I've got some handlers here for just adding, updating, and deleting the images in general. And there's other things going on here too, like when you add an image, when you update an image, when you delete an image, the Redux middleware also sends a message to the browser add-on telling it to update its own images too. So I've actually got 2 copies of every image. I've got a copy for the website and I've got a copy for the add-on. And the reason for that is when you leave the color website, the browser add-on still has your theme. So independent of the website, both sides need to have all the images. And of course, when you restart your browser and you're nowhere near the color website, the add-on needs to be able to restore your theme. So it has copies of all the images. So there's just some bits in here keeping the add-on in the browser in sync with what you're doing on the website. And as part of that, I just kind of stuck hooks in to call this purge images function, which I just disabled at the start of the stream. So I'm going to re-enable it now and look at what maybe my issue here is. I know the error was that theme custom background is not defined. Yeah, so I think part of what this is that not every theme has custom background. So I'm just gonna like maybe safety guard this for now. And what this is doing is it goes through and it's building a list, a set of current images. And the reason I use a set is that many themes may be using the same image. So I want a unique set of the images in use. And the first thing it does, it grabs from the current Redux state, what are the current theme's custom backgrounds? And it reduces that down to just their names, because a background has lots of other information in it, but I'm just looking for the names for now. And then I move on from the current theme and I look through the saved themes. And this is all using my Redux selectors. I've got a bunch of selectors here. So the selector here is I'm looking for all the saved themes that are currently in the state in the Redux store. And I got a little bit of debug logging going on here. And for each of those saved themes, I'm seeing if that theme has some custom backgrounds, and if so, loop through each of the custom backgrounds for that theme and add that to my set. Now, I haven't actually started doing any deleting yet, so where I left off is just building the inventory. So I'm going to re-enable that function, let it build, which I think already built. Might have built in the background. Oh, I see, it's still saving. So this is sometimes a hitch, this is sometimes a slowdown. Whenever I save a file, it's being saved to my EC2 virtual machine via NFS, which is not instantaneous. But the trade-off is that the build is way faster up there than it was on my laptop. So it's a net win, I think. Anyway, site's reloading. Okay, site has reloaded. My theme is reloading. All right, back at theme. What I'm counting on is for my music to entertain you while everything else is going super, super slow. So I hope you're enjoying the music at least while I wait for my computer to do stupid things. And say hi to my little friend. Okay, so the site loaded. I'm going to add a custom image. And then I'm going to save the theme. And I'm going to see what my inventory looks like. I got a couple images. I'm going to add that image. So once I get all these images loaded, I'll save the theme, so then that should be a theme that's in the background in the save pool. And then I'll change some images around, and then I'll see what the inventory looks like. In fact, it should be doing the inventory right now. Yeah, it looks like it is building up a list of my current used images. So far so good. Cool. So I can see in my console logging here, it is indeed building an inventory of the image names for the current theme. So I'm going to save the theme. You know, I'm going to delete this for now because I don't need that theme. And actually deleting theme would be a good place to hook in this image purge. So alright, so I'm going to save my theme. Oh no. Why did you move? That's another ongoing bug. And I just totally destroyed all my work for adding these images. Since the thing is so slow, there is a kind of watchdog ping going on in the background. And if the website doesn't hear from the add-on for like 3 seconds, it assumes the add-on is no longer installed, and so it changes UI state to go to this like promo mode where it encourages you to install the add-on. But since things are so slow on my machine right now, the site keeps flipping back and forth between installed state and uninstalled state. And since it turns out that importing these images seems to be pretty slow, every now and then while I'm importing images, the site loses track of the add-on. And we haven't really gotten any reports of this happening on the actual live site, so I'm pretty sure it's that my laptop is just a pile of garbage. But let's try forging ahead. And the problem is when all the UI jumps around, I end up misclicking on one of the preset themes, which then wipes out my current theme, images and all. But that should end up being a good test, I guess, of the purge function. Let's save this theme now that I got images in it. Click the save button, it saves it to local storage, and it should show up down here, I hope, unless everything in the world is broken. And it could very well be that things are broken. I want to change. Let's change a few things while I'm waiting. Alright, so I just changed this theme a little bit. The save button lights up again. Let's save that again. Never show. Okay, well, so this is bizarre, actually. The saved themes should actually show a bit of a preview of my theme. Oh, you know what? You know what? Actually, crap. Before I go much further with what I'm doing, what I am seeing is this to do. I broke the theme saving last time I was working. So how about we switch gears, and instead of screwing around with images right away, let's fix theme saving. Pretty sure I know what I did. So in adding a facility for saving theme data to local storage, I tried to refactor my local storage handling to be a little more generic. So, okay, so this is my module handling local storage, and I created, I think last Friday, I created this storage class. At once upon a time, this was all hard-coded to one form of storage, or to one category of storage, and I then tried to refactor it to be a little more generic. But in doing so, I think I broke some of the local storage stuff. Yeah, here it is. I made some kind of background incompatible changes, and I think I know what they are. So I would save theme data in an object in local storage, and a property of that object was called theme. And I think I renamed it to data, which breaks a bunch of things that were expecting the word theme. Yeah, there it is. So I could keep it as data, but the problem with that is it will be backwards incompatible with saved themes that are out there in folks' browsers right now. So I'm going to do this. Let's say this is kind of cheesy, but I'm going to do this. Let's try this. I'm going to make this a configurable thing because it's annoying. And let's see. Yeah, so what I want to do is say, what did I end up calling that? I'm already forgetting what I just typed a second ago. Is it content name? Yes, it's content name. So this is kind of gratuitous, but whatever. I think this should end up fixing it. We'll see. I'm just kind of searching now. Okay, I was looking for like all instances of the word theme. Must save that. We should have a build in progress. Eventually I'll fix this error. Alright, let's see if I can at least save themes again. Alright, we got a couple save themes, but they are from the before times when everything was broken. Do we have a responsive page yet? No, we do not. Alright. There we go. Let's delete that one. Delete that one. Alright, so let's pick a preset theme. Tweak it slightly, then save it again. There we go, preset theme loaded, preset theme applied. I'm gonna change this tab highlight color. Let's change it to like a deeper purple. There we go. And voila, we got a new theme. Let's save that theme. And there's that performance issue. Come on back. Let's save that theme. The theme is still incorrect. Okay, well, let's look at local storage real quick. I had to have broken something else that I haven't thought of. So, this is what my local storage looks like right now. Every time I save a theme, I give it a unique name, kind of based on the current time and a random number. I see. So this should be theme. This undefined key right here should be theme. It is not. So that sucks. Let's see if we can fix that. I don't know why it's undefined. Actually, you know what? I do know why. It's because... So I stuck the extra option here in the image, in the storage object options, but I'm not doing anything with it up here. So you know what else? Let's put a default in here. Let's see. It's data, if you don't say anything. So the only weirdo is theme. And we built. And we're reloading. And we've reloaded. Let's delete this save theme. Let's try it again. You know, it'd be super helpful. Someday, I'm gonna hunker down and write some UX tests, some integration tests. Because really, what I'm doing right now is the job of integration tests. But I don't have those, so I'm gonna be my own test monkey for right now. Alright. I should now be able to change this theme. Save this theme. Hi, come back. Save this theme. And see it reflected. There we go. This is what I was expecting. So I should be able to see previews of what I did to these themes down there. Now we don't have any previews yet for the custom images, which is kind of cruddy, but we'll get there. I'm just kind of generating a couple themes here. They're gonna be super ugly. And voila, so okay, I have fixed theme saving. Therefore, I believe I have fixed my first to-do. Okay, back to image purging. Pick the save theme. That theme should load. There we go. Cool. So save themes are working again. Let's add an image to it. We add that image. And then let's try saving again. Come on, you can do it, little buddy. Oh my, this is terrible. The other thing I'm wondering, I guess, while I'm poking at this, is I'm wondering if... Okay, so that's saved. The thing I'm wondering, I guess, is if I... So there's logic in here to detect whether or not the theme I'm trying to save is a duplicate of what's already been saved. And I have logic to refuse to save a copy of a theme you've already got saved. So I guess I should also peek at seeing if that accounts for this new custom background thing, because technically, or I mean not even technically, this is now a new theme, now that I've added a new image. And I should be able to save this. But the save button didn't light up again. So okay, so I think my my unique theme code is not working perfectly. I'm just going to make a small change. This is now a different theme with respect to that algorithm. Yep, and the save button lit back up. I'm going to save that theme. Okay, so now I'm going to clear both these images. What I should still be seeing... Oh, it's not working. So my inventory should be listing all the images I've been using. Well, at least I can see in the saved images, or the saved themes, this is correct. So I'm just trying to generate a few saved themes here, each with different images, so that when I save them, there's a set of images that differs between the three different saved themes. And I'm kind of doing that just by changing the one of the colors. Okay, so I got 3 themes here. I just saved this one. This is the one I used before. And then this is the one before that. I'll pick yet a different image for this one and save it. So now I should be playing with like 4 images. And I'm not seeing them all show up in my console log. Let's keep playing with this. I have 4 themes now. They each have a different image. Or a different set of images. Now, what am I missing? Actually, I know what I'm missing. Alright, just 1 second. I'll take a short break. I just heard my doorbell. I will be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Just had to sign for a package at the front door. Trying a new thing. Oh, buddy here. Keeping me company. Okay, so I got different images. What I'm trying to look for is to see that these images are listed in my inventory I'm trying to build. And I'm only listing the current theme, which is not good, or is not as intended. So I can see all these themes I've saved these 5 themes are present in local storage. I've all got the correct key now. Ah, that's what I'm missing. That's what I'm missing. Okay, okay, okay. So when I'm building my inventory... Yeah. Okay. So one of my broken purge image function, this is the to-do I'm doing now. The reason why it's coming up as broken is because I'm not going deep enough into the object. So let's get back to that. It was in middleware. Yeah, so I'm not looking deep enough. It's theme, images, custom backgrounds. And you know what? I'm going to put one more safeguard in here that may or may not be necessary. Let's say I only want to deal with saved themes where there are images and custom backgrounds. Don't even bother trying to build an image inventory unless they have both of those. And then I don't even need this. Cool. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now let's see if these saved themes survive a page reload. They should. They should. If they don't, then that's a bug. And as soon as my build finishes, it's going to cause the page to reload. At least it should have. Maybe it didn't. Okay. There it goes. App updated, recompiling. Oh, hey, look, here's a cat. Oh, I got a syntax error. Son of a pup. Maybe I didn't really need those curly braces. Anyway, let's rebuild again. There's just a semicolon. Yada yada yada. It's rebuilding. Tests passed. It's reloading. I've got a cat. Alright. Page reloaded. Looks like the theme survived reload. Oh, maybe not. Alright, let's pick a theme. Did your images survive the reload? I have no reason to believe they wouldn't have, but okay. So I can reload the page, everything's in local storage. Everything works. What I should be seeing as soon as I trigger one of the important events is there should be an inventory that includes all images. Was move background one of those? I don't think so. Oh yeah, you know what it was is this. No, it's still not coming up with all the images. At least it's not an error anymore. Alright, let's think this through. So I've got two debug log messages in here. This first one, so let's see, I'm going to space this out a bit so I can reason about it. My initial thing here is to get the set of current theme background images. Then I look up the saved themes, and what do I get back from that? Because I log it. Let's see what it is. Ah, that's my issue. Again, I forgot what the data structure looked like. Where'd you go, kitty? Alright. This is what I need to find out. What I'm actually having to do here. The saved themes result from the store is not just an array of themes. Come on, computer, give me my control back. This is what I need. Each value of this object is an object with a property called theme. Because that object also contains metadata, like when it was last modified. So I needed to drill another little level deeper. Let's see if this works. And while that's going, I'm going to skip to the next song, because this is one of my favorite songs, but it just never, it doesn't have a length, so it never ends. Alright, page is reloading. This is very tense music. Been streaming for just over about an hour now. Got probably about an hour left. Hopefully I can make some progress today before the cats start trying to eat me, because they will be expecting dinner in about an hour. Yeah, the worst thing about all this is how slow these iteration cycles are right now, because it's easy to lose track of what I was trying to do. Easy to do. Okay, here we go. Now this is an inventory of every image I'm currently using, which is correct. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to implement is, from this inventory, all these images are currently being used. But if I switch an image, I should delete one that's no longer in use. So I'm going to change this image. And it's going to import and now my inventory has all the images, including one that I know is no longer used. So my next step is to come up with that diff. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. This inventory is currently correct. The problem is I have to save this theme, because it's a new theme now. Let's save this, and then I'm actually going to delete the theme where the image is being used. So here's what I want. I save this. We got a new theme here. I believe this is the one. I'm going to delete this theme. So, and that's another interesting event that I should be trapping for. Okay. So back to my store here. When I delete a theme, what do I do? I swore I had a thing in here for deleting themes. Is that not in my Redux store? How do I delete and save themes? Forgetting how that works. Let's drill down into my components. Save theme selector. Yeah, so that comes in as save themes. Theme save button. What do you do? Because I thought it was in the Redux store. I know it's in local stores also. It just calls put theme. You know what, actually, I think maybe it just, it doesn't go through the Redux store. I know what it does. So, saving and deleting themes, that happens directly on local store. And then set saved themes is called with an update with all current saved themes. So I don't, okay, yeah, that's kind of convoluted. I should have been doing that, I guess, all in the Redux store. So when I save a theme, it gets saved to local storage, then an event fires, and then Redux gets a new batch of saved themes. And when I delete a theme, I delete the theme from local storage, fetch all themes from local storage, update Redux. So I guess maybe set save themes is what I should trap in lieu of like reworking the way this mechanism works. All right, back to middleware. So what I want to do, whenever the set of saved themes changes, I want to run a purge. So actions UI set saved themes. And then same thing here. So I've just kind of got a bunch of handlers here that trigger purge images whenever these Redux actions come through the store. They're just kind of hooks. It's all right. Actually, I'm going to do this real quick. Let's change the terminology. We're going too far. I'm going to say current images to used images. And now the next thing I want to produce is stored images. And what this is going to be I've got a selector in here, I think. Yeah, theme custom images. So I want to say theme custom images from the current state. And actually what I want out of that you know what I don't remember is if the JavaScript set implementation has union and difference functions. Let me check that real quick. Do I have the docs for that open in this other window? I do. Okay, never mind that first window. In fact, I might close this. So what I'm building two sets. And I'm wondering, nah, it doesn't look like it. What I want to do is come up with the difference between these two sets. And I was hoping there was a built-in function to do that. I don't think there is. So I may end up just having to do this the roundabout hard way. Anyway. You know, actually, here's what I do. So let's start with the set of all keys. Filter. Actually, first let's map. Well, we're just getting keys, so let's filter by does used have this name in it? Actually, does it not? Which should give us the list to delete. And I'm not going to delete them yet. I am just going to log of the console so I can check my work. I believe this is still loading. What in the hell is going on, laptop? This is very tiring. Alright, page is loading. Eventually, I should see some log output here telling me what images need to be deleted. Did I save all the files I was editing? I did. Okay, here we go. This is what I was expecting. So, I take a current inventory of all used images. I take an inventory of all the images in storage. And then I come up with a list to delete. I'm not deleting them yet, but I just want to make sure that I had the right list. Again, what I should really be doing here is writing tests for all this. Hi there, H. Dalakia and Dunkelberg. What am I building? Freelance work. No, this is actually day job work. This is Firefox Color, which is so I work for Mozilla, and this is a test pilot experiment for Firefox. It's meant to give you better tools for theming your browser. And right now I'm working on adding custom background images. So you can pick images from your local disk drive. And what I'm working on right this very moment is a feature to clean up images you're not using. Because right now it retains all the images. Let's save this theme. Yeah, and what I am seeing is a list of images that are being used, list of images that are not being used. And I want to add to the list of images not being used. Trying to find one of the unique images I was using. That's not one of them. That's not one of them. That's one. So, let's delete this theme. Was this the one I just looked at? Yeah. Now if I delete this theme, this was the only theme using this image. Should have been anyway. I'm confused. So that's using that image, this is using that image, this is using that image. This theme. Alright, so now I'm confused. Okay, so there should be two images that I have in storage that none of my saved themes are using. And what I should eventually be seeing is which of those images needs to be deleted. So, okay, so let's trigger the purge. If I update one of these images. There we go. Okay, this is what I'm expecting. So I currently have 5 images in my local storage. 3 of them are used, 2 of them are not. And you know what? Actually, since I've been switching themes, I think I want to trap one more event. I think whenever I do, set theme. Whenever the theme changes, if I've stopped using an image, I want to purge. And of course, that's going to cause the whole thing to reload. File is saving. File is saving very slowly. And the file saved. Yay. Site's rebuilding. There's an error. I gotta fix that at some point. Not with my code, it's with the ESLint. Site should be reloading. Everything is so slow. There it goes. Oh, now that's interesting. That's not what I like at all. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So the page just loaded. Oh, this is going to be a bug. The page just loaded. And I didn't have a set of saved themes yet. And so, on page load, I ran the purge. And my page thought that every image needed to be deleted, which is incorrect. So it's good I've found that. That's no bueno. What I can't remember is if I have a load saved theme. I don't think I do. Yeah, so this is correct. But this is incorrect. So actually, you know what? I think this is going to cause trouble. And maybe this is going to cause trouble. So I don't want to run any kind of image purge if I don't have all the information. Because then I'll just end up deleting images that are still being used. So okay, so I yanked that out of the startup sequence by not doing it when I load the saved themes. So when I am going to do the purge is when something changes with the theme. What is happening? This UI is so laggy right now. It's causing all kinds of misclicks. Stupid question, but what am I using as a music player? That is actually not a stupid question at all. I haven't seen anyone else use this music player, but it is called Chip Machine. And it's not my project, but I grabbed the source code to it, and I've been hacking on it a little bit on the side. Which apparently this browser is not happy with me right now. But here we go. But yeah, so this thing's called Chip Machine. Source code for it is on GitHub. And it's pretty cool. It indexes music from like 12 different chiptune and Amiga mod sites. And you can save playlists and like shuffle through all of it. I like chiptunes. I kind of figured it'd be a good way to get some presumably, I don't know if royalty-free is the right word, but at least music that I'm not going to get muted for on Twitch. Oh, this is just so slow. What I was trying to do is to show you the homepage for Chip Machine. But this browser hates me right now. Yeah, you can just find it on GitHub. You can find my repo, which is under lmorchard/Chip Machine, but I'm not the original author. But it's pretty cool. It's got that little graphical EQ. Got a nice display of like current playing and next up song. Pretty easy to control from the keyboard. Alright, so my list of images to purge is correct now. Yeah, I don't know what is up with this. I just did a Google search and this copy of Firefox is just not bringing it up. Let's see about that. Maybe it's my copy of Firefox and I've just jacked it up. Yeah, what the heck? So that, so I've got a couple versions of Firefox running at the same time right now. This one is what I'm using for general browsing, and this is the project, by the way, Chip Machine. This is my, like, everyday browser, and then back here is the one I'm using to develop Firefox Color, and they're both different profiles and they both have different settings. So I don't know, maybe my problem is that my copy of Firefox I'm using for developing this project is just boned. Anyway. Long and short of it, Chip Machine. Chip Machine's awesome. This is my fork of it. I've got a few of my own little tweaks in it. So now I think I might actually write the code for deleting images. I'm gonna quit this browser real quick though. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, I don't know if you can see down here at the bottom of my screen, I've actually got 3 distinct versions of Firefox. One is Release Firefox, one is Developer Edition, and one is Nightly. I actually use Nightly for all of my usual work, like my usual browsing, and then I use this Dev Edition with a separate profile. And by profile, I don't know if how many folks have used profiles in Firefox, but you can With a few command line tricks, you can get Firefox to load up a different set of bookmarks, history, add-ons, all of that. Could even be they have dev tools open, I don't know. Let's see, so I've been streaming for about an hour and a half. I could probably give myself another half hour for this just to time box it. I'm getting close though. As I got my list of images to delete, I think it's finding those images in a good place. Oh, you know what I did? Since I restarted the browser, I lost the add-on. So you can see here, without the add-on, my theme changes don't get applied to the browser. And you can see here it wants me to install the add-on. Well, I can't install the add-on straight from my dev site, but what I can do is I can go to About Debugging, load a temporary add-on, navigate to my project, and I can go to the build directory, extension, load the manifest JSON, and this is going to load the Firefox color add-on. And you can see as soon as this add-on loaded, it talked to the website and got what the current theme is and themed the browser accordingly. So again, this is a combination Firefox add-on and website, and the website talks to the add-on to tell it what theme to apply to Firefox. And so when I move this, you should see, yeah, there we go. So these are images that are currently in storage. They're not used by any saved or current theme. And I want to delete those images. All right. So far, so good. Now to actually do the delete. This is actually probably the simple part because all I really probably have to do is actions, images. I believe it's just delete images. And I think I built this action such that it just needs a list of names. Let me check my test real quick, because this is one thing that I did write a unit test for. And so I often use my unit tests as documentation because I forget how the heck I build things. Should support deleting imported images, and I just give it delete images. Yeah, it gets an array of names, so this should be what I need to do. Alright, moment of truth. I save this, I reload the page, and it should delete the unused images. Hi, kitty. And if this works, I may have fixed 2 more to-dos. The build is probably already done while I've been talking. Are you going to attack my microphone? Please don't attack the microphone again. I'm gonna attack my head. So this is when the stream starts to come to a close because the cats show up and demand dinner. Very politely at first. Doesn't stay polite though. Oops. Bumped the mic. Alright. got a theme, it's got an image. I'm going to make a small change. And big bucks, no whammies, hopefully no errors. Did I take out all the console log messages? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I took out all the console log messages. Okay, well, anyway. I took out the console log messages, but I should be able to see here in local storage. Actually, you know what? I should be able to see also in the Redux store. I should have seen, what? I should have seen an action. Deleting images, and I did. Okay. Huh, okay. So I did try to delete those images. The Redux action was sent. Those images no longer exist in the Redux store. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, I don't actually delete the images from local storage yet. Okay, that's good. That's fair enough. So, getting closer. So one of the things I'm doing here is that I keep a Redux store, the browser add-on, and the browser add-on and the website local storage all in sync, which is maybe a bad idea. Too many moving parts, but I'm kind of stumbling into this. Okay, so my method is delete. So what I really need to do here is image storage. Yeah, this is what I need to do. The add-on isn't deleting images yet. Oh yeah, this is what I need to do. Okay. Yeah, all right. So the payload of the action is a list of image names. And the Redux store deletes them in bulk, but local storage doesn't. So I gotta delete them one at a time. That's okay. Are you gonna purr into the mic? And also the other thing I need to track . I'm not deleting images in the add-on yet. At least I don't think I am. And this file's still saving, because NFS is apparently slow for me today. How you going, kitty? Let's load up the add-on source real quick. Oh. All right. So down here. Okay, yeah, so I am deleting an image, I think, yeah. So this is a dispatch table that watches for all the messages from the website. And when it gets a delete image message, it's going to delete the image. So this may have all already happened because I saved my file. The site is reloading. Maybe my stream in the future will just be hosted by my cat. How you doing? Alright, let's see. Let's let up a theme. Let's make some things happen. Let's tile this. It should... Oh, image store not defined. Okay. Why not? Where was that, by the way? Middleware, okay. Goodness. Very sleepy in here, isn't it? Line 76. Image storage. Okay. Oh, rawr. Here we go. Cool, there we go. That deleted 2 images, which is correct. Those are the images I wanted deleted. Now it should do nothing. There shouldn't be anything else to delete. Cool. And you know, I don't think I need... Where is that message coming from? This one right here. Oh, I know where that's coming from. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's what I was after. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, my themes are only using 3 images. Here are the 3 remaining images in local storage. I think I just fixed that to do. So, I fixed the broken image, the broken function, and I am now deleting background images. I'm kind of running up at the last 20 minutes or so on my streaming plan for today, so I think I might do a little bit of this stuff. I've got a couple kind of tech debt things piled up here and some errors that keep happening, so I think I'm going to look into those. But first, since I'm kind of at a good stopping point, I'm going to save my work. And by that I mean, what have I done so far? I'm going to commit this to GitHub. So what have I done? I've expanded my purge images function so that it gets an inventory of images that are used from the current theme. It then inventories images used in all the saved themes. It then looks at all the images I currently have in storage. And for those images in storage that are no longer used by any theme, it deletes them by using the redux action, delete images. Down here, when this redux action gets dispatched, it deletes the images from local storage, or it deletes the images from the redux store. But I've also got some middleware here that when this action rolls through the store, I catch it and I say, oh, and also tell the add-on to delete these images and tell local storage to delete these images. So it's kind of a triple action here. When the images get deleted from the in-memory Redux store, they also get deleted from the on-disk local storage in the browser, and they also get deleted from the add-on. So this one Redux action causes these three things to happen. Moving along, what else did I do? I did a little bug fix here to my local storage abstraction. Kind of a hack, but it fixed the bug, so I'm going to keep it for now. So okay, I'm going to summarize this real quick. Implement unused image purge, then a bug fix for local abstraction. Now, this is a really messy commit message. It looks like a lot of my others so far. This is stuff I've done recently. The last like 5 commits or so. The reason why I'm doing this is that at the end of this work, once I consider this custom background image feature finished, I'm going to squash all these commits together. Some of these are going to cancel each other out because I did things in one commit that I did then undid in another. So I'm going to squash all these together. It'll be the minimal set of commits, or it'll be one commit with the minimal set of changes to implement custom backgrounds. And it'll kind of nullify all the like in-between work I did, which is fine because I don't actually want that work to end up on master. I don't want to submit that as a pull request. Because I've been kind of figuring things out as I go along. I've like done some things, figured out I did the wrong thing. Anyway, so all these are progress, and someday I'm going to merge all those together. But not today. Alright. I'm going to push all these changes to GitHub. I do this every time I kind of have like a logical stopping point. Ideally, I do it every time I have working code. Even if it's like incomplete for the feature, I like to make sure the code is working. And so now, if you really wanted to, you can come to my repo, which is github/lmorchard/Firefox color. I guess I'm not signed in. But you can find my branch here, which is 308 image picker. I should probably put this on screen somehow at some point. I guess this is a to-do to add to my like general streaming habits, is to like put a URL to my repo. Excuse me. Anyway, one of the things you can do here, if you look at this branch, you can get a look at all the work I've done on stream so far for this thing. It's been a bit. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to kind of have like wrapped up all the work it takes to add custom background images to this project. It's kind of a big commit so far. But it's kind of... I would break it up into smaller commits and into smaller pull requests, except that all of this is of a whole. It's all for this one feature. To add background image management. And there's a little bit more to come yet. Anyways, if you want to check out what I've been doing so far, you can come on over to github.com. The upstream project is Mozilla/Firefox color. My fork is lmorchard/Firefox color. And this branch name is 308 image picker. Alright. So my work, it's off my machine. Everything I did today in the cloud, so if my laptop bursts into flames right now, my work is safe. Pretty unlikely both GitHub and my laptop will burst into flames. Okay, moving on. I'm about halfway through my to-dos today. I'm going to probably call this stream to a close in about 10 or 15 minutes. But let's see if I can get these things done. So ESLint has given me a problem, and I don't know why. Let's stop the full site build. So one of the things in my package.json is that I have all of my different tasks broken out into separate npm scripts. There's a lot of scripts here, but each of these things does something for my build. And some of these are individual build steps. And what I'm interested in right now is lint.js. And maybe watch lint.js, but just lint.js. Because what's happening is this error right here. I don't know why. If I run code syntax linting, I get this error. This is not in my code. So you know what I'm going to try right now? I'm just going to do... I've been having some weird issues lately with installed npm packages. Sometimes when I add a new package, already installed packages disappear. It's really annoying. So that didn't fix it. Okay, so it's not. I know it's not that. It actually, weirdly enough, looks like an error in the ESLint Mozilla plugin, which is like Mozilla's standard code formatting. Has there been an update to that project, I wonder? It's not my code, so I don't know why the error is happening. Let's see. ESLint plugin Mozilla, it's at saying version 0.14. What I currently have installed. What's it called? ESLint plugin Mozilla. Just kind of spelunking into my actual installed npm packages. So I have exactly 14 installed. 0.14.0. Okay. What is the latest version? Maybe I need an upgrade. I don't know. Because I know one of the things I did recently... Because, well, let's do this real quick. I'm pretty sure this has to do with changes I've done recently. Because lint doesn't break on master branch. I mean, it's got this deprecation warning. But this issue only comes up in my image picker branch. You know, it might help me narrow this down. I'm going to try to git bisect. And the last known good commit. So git bisect is fun. You can you'll get to step through the commits in your project in a range, and you keep running the code that causes a problem, and it does like a binary search to find the commit where the problem first started. So I can tell it, yeah, my latest commit on this branch is apparently bad. And the last good one was actually master, which is this commit here. So you say that. All right, so. And I can say, okay, the hunt has started. Does ESLint break on this commit? ESLint does not break on this commit, so I can say git bisect good. So now it just stepped me into another commit. ESLint or git bisect bad. Let's run lint again. Git bisect good. So here I am. This is apparently the first commit where this went wrong. And what changed in this commit? Did I do any changes to ESLint? My hunch is that this is where I started using class properties, but my hunch is wrong. Now I'm totally confused. Oh, git bisect. Oh, it wasn't? Okay, let's start that over again. You know what? There's not that many commits. Git bisect is really good for when you have a whole lot of commits, but apparently I just goofed the bisect. Okay. I'm just going to do kind of a manual bisect, I guess. Back on master, it's fine. One commit into this branch, it's fine. Two commits into the branch, it's fine. Like, this is what git bisect should actually be doing for me. 3 commits, it's fine. Huh. 1 commit. This is, I think, when the problem started. Okay, this is where the problem started. So, what changed here? I'm not actually sure. It's weird. Okay, so I did not change any ESLint configuration here. It's my code is apparently crashing the ESLint plugin. All right, well, I know where this starts. Let's see. And I know it's ESLint plugin Mozilla. It's got a problem. Or at least I'm causing one in it. The latest version is I am on the latest version. That's too bad. I was hoping it'd be simple enough as an upgrade. All right. So, now this project comes from deep inside the Firefox source. So this is published. So Firefox kind of has a mono repo thing going on. Yeah, no, this hasn't been updated, so I'm triggering something inside this code. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but it just happened with my last couple commits. So I'm wondering what is going on here. Well, crap. I'm probably going to get out of my depth real quick here, because I didn't write this plugin. And in fact, I don't know anything about writing ESLint plugins. And this is coming from line 32. Okay. Huh. Maybe I can short circuit this code with an option. Just turn it right off. Because this actually does not look like anything I need to use. So it looks like actually this is code validating Mozilla source code for use of these shortcuts that are globals for accessing Firefox components inside Firefox. And I am not writing Firefox code. I'm just trying to follow a similar code format. So actually, here, let me try this. What I think I do know about this is that this is a rule, custom rule for Mozilla. I wonder if I can just turn off this rule and just short circuit the whole deal. Because I think that's the name of the rule. But maybe it's that. If I'm lucky. Cool, okay. So the problem with this is that this whole time I've been masking lint issues. Damn it. Alright. So let's go back to head. I've been ignoring this problem, and it's been masking actual linting problems. So I'm gonna retain my changes, move back to the head of my branch, bring back those changes. This is kind of a poor man's stash. Okay, now the other thing I would like to do is to fix this deprecation warning. And I don't actually know what version of ECMA I should be doing. So the warning is, deprecation warning, the parser options ECMA features experimental object address spread option is deprecated. Use parser options ECMA version instead. And that's coming from another plugin I'm using. So actually, I wonder. Should I update that plugin? So let's see, what version of this am I using?
She was quick. She could tell if there was softness from a pretzel. So the next morning at breakfast, she would just stare.
Let's see. What is that plugin called anyway? Yeah, ESLint plugin import. see, this deprecation warning is coming from one of my dependencies. So maybe it's one that needs updating. And again, I'm just kind of doing some tech debt cleanup here. The tail end of my stream. And my current version is 2.90. So my current version is 2.90. That version is 2.13. Let's try this. Let's do an npm install save dev plugin import at 2.13.0 because that's what's on the web right now. You know, actually, I'm wondering if I missed an upgrade since I've been working on a branch, because I do have Greenkeeper, and Greenkeeper should be keeping me up to date. So I'm curious about this now. No. What is the current version on master? ESLint import is no, it's still 2.90 on master. Okay, well. And the reason why I'm running npm install again is this covers the final to do on my list, as yet unfixed. Era.css goes missing whenever I add a new dependency. Did I fix the deprecation warning? I fixed the deprecation warning. Awesome. Okay. So now all I have left to fix is actual real linting errors. Okay. Let's do that real quick. So I'll have another commit real quick, and I think I'm going to knock off another to-do before I close up the stream. Let's see. So the first errors are in background, and I'm missing semicolon. I got some trailing spaces. So the missing semicolon, line 69. Fair enough. You know what I'm going to do? Since I fixed that error, let's put this into I'm going to put it into file watcher mode so I don't have to keep running the lint by hand. So now every time I change the file, the lint will rerun. Alright, my next line is 116. It's my least favorite linting rule. Trailing spaces. I don't know why it's a problem, but it's a recommended thing to clean up. Okay, so that should have fixed background.js. Now, store test. Store test is right here. Again, this is the last thing I'm going to do for today. Then I'm going to call things to a close for this stream. 70, line 70. It's all single quotes. That's easy enough to fix. That should fix that. And now my next one's in middleware. Log is assigned to, okay. Just a little bit of cleanup here. And this has been a problem. It's been nagging me since like middle of last week. I've been putting it off. And you can see what happens when I put off a problem is the things pile up. This is why they call it tech debt. You gotta pay it off at some point. Or just don't pay it off and you get creeping problems. Alright. You think I got some trailing spaces? Make log is defined but never used. Okay, yeah, that's up here. I think one of my trailing space... Yeah, there's my trailing space. Don't know why that's a big deal. No, let's just, like, close up some of these spaces. I don't need these spaces here anymore. They used to give space for log messages. But I can just kind of, like, close up that function. What else you got for me? Line 56. Importing is assigned a value but never used. I see. You sure about that? I thought for sure I used it. Why don't we just do this? Does that work? Does that make you happier, Lint? Because that's a value I indeed want to ignore. You suck. Okay. Because the thing I'm doing here, this is a pattern I learned, I forget from where. I want this object. I want all of its properties except this one. You know what? I disagree with you, and what I'm going to do... Let's do this for now. I think this is the syntax for it. But I think that's a good lint exception. No trailing spaces. You're back at me again with that. Okay, well at least I know I only disabled the one rule. I'm making an exception for this line because I can't remember a better way to do it. Cool. Just to be sure, one more time manually. Past lint. No errors, no warnings. That's a big improvement from last week, when it was not passing with errors and warnings. What all did we change? Alright, so I just plain turned off this rule from the Mozilla syntax plugin. I don't need it. I'm not using it. It's not applicable to my project. Of course, package lock is going to have a whole lot of noise in it because I just upgraded some stuff. I upgraded the plugin import, which fixed another one of my deprecation warnings. Let's see, what did I do here? I added a semicolon that was missing. I deleted some trailing spaces. I switched some single quotes to double quotes. I cleaned up some unused code. And I disagreed with linting here. So these are all just quick little cleanups to make linting happy. I can't type. So just kind of making a little summary of what I just said. Let's get this work off my machine. Pushing it to my branch. Now, I should have no issues. My site build should run. Everything should be green, no red. I'm trying to find the command I used to start the project because it's been different every time. There we are. So here I'm starting up the site build. Everything's building. Okay, I lied. A couple things are blue, but there should be no red. These errors are weird. I should fix them at some point. Or these warnings, anyways. More tech debt. But, alright, that's all settled. Okay, I think that leaves us in a good spot today. I just fixed that. So that's pretty productive. I got 4 of 6 things done today that I was kind of hoping to get to. That leaves me next time. I'm actually getting pretty close to the end of the functionality of this background images thing. I got one more tech debt thing on the list here, and then I've got kind of a user experience improvement. One of the things it's doing right now is when I add a background, it adds an empty row. And then I have to come down here and click Browse. What I want it to do is immediately ask for a file when I hit Add, so that I don't have to do a second click. So that's what this next to-do is all about. And then the last to-do on my list, this is a weird NPM issue I'm seeing, which is I have one dependency that's not installed from NPM. It's installed directly from GitHub. And it's a bunch of fonts, web fonts. And it's the one sore thumb in my list of dependencies here that is not a plain NPM version. It's straight from a GitHub branch. And the weird thing is, every time I add or update any other dependency, the files for this dependency are deleted from node modules. And then I have to run npm install again, and they come back. But so anytime I add or update any other dependency, those files disappear. And I don't know why. Seems like an npm bug, but I haven't been able to find a solid lead on it. So those are my 2 to-dos for next time, is a user experience tweak, and hopefully maybe I can figure out what's causing this issue. So for now, I think that's it for me for this stream. Been about 2 hours and 15 minutes. A little overtime for me, but then I also started late. The cats are starting to gnaw on my legs, so it's time to go feed the cats. Thanks for everybody who watched. Thanks for everybody who is watching this after the fact. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for all the comments. Hope to catch you Friday. Again, I'm trying to do this 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I haven't been exactly on time yet, but that's how it goes. So cheers. Talk to you next time. Bye.